Thank you and welcome to this live stream. This time around, it is not a happy one. I'm here to talk about uh, an uprising black star, Mason Greenwood, who plays for Manchester United and also English national team. Mason Greenwood was taken to prison and also in court. Investigation was done, as you all know, for allegations of uh, sexual violence against a lady. The same thing also happened to Benjamin Mendy. The same thing is the reason as to why Daniel Alves is suffering in prison, not enjoying the money he worked all his career. These are the same thing that happened to Michael Jackson, black movie star, a guy who played in London Has Fallen by the name Morgan Freeman. This same thing also happened to Tupac Maisha Shakur, DMX. I've talked about Michael Jackson. This is the reason as to why R. Kelly is in jail up to now. He's not enjoying the money he worked for. This is pure racism. And the one for Greenwood has proven beyond doubt that it is racism. Imagine after the court has already dismissed these cases, which means Greenwood has been proven not guilty. The same thing that happened to Benjamin Mendy. Why are only black stars, black rich, famous guys, blacks who are earning money, being accused of sexual violence? Why are blacks who are not rich, who are not famous, not being accused? What if the next time we hear Bukayo Saka, Drake, or another person being accused of sexual violence? The only reason as to why it has been proven beyond doubt that these people are being racist is, imagine the fans themselves, if they don't trust the court system of the United Kingdom or of the England, then it is better for them not to entrust the entire policy, including the regulations that they're following in their own country. The female fans. Now, if you compare this thing with the murder of Floyd, the other guy of Black Lives Matter, the guy was killed. That's why we are taking knees in Premier League up to now. But we realize that these same fans are the ones who are also protesting against the knees. That kneeling must stop. And yet the society in England or in UK has not yet changed their mentality against the black people. Remember, the black people really loves the white people. But why the whites really hate the blacks? Manchester United has been willing to bring back Greenwood on board while they continue with their investigation, while the court has also finished their investigation. And another thing, why should Manchester United do their investigation different from the police investigation? What is the purpose of the Manchester United chief, that lady? Manchester United must remember that in history, the first African player to play in Manchester United came of late in this 21st century, and that is Eric Bailly. Why? Because the fans never wanted the black players to be bought. You can buy you on condition that you have changed your nationality to another country. This is something that nobody writes on media. Sky Sports will not talk about it. Fabrizio Romano will not talk about it. But it's fact. You have to analyze it yourself. Even those days of Van Nistelrooy, African players were not playing for Manchester United. Another thing to remind you, the referee, the first black referee, the second black referee to referee in Premier League, just did it over the weekend. Imagine the second black history. No black history had done that in Premier League. Since Premier League was created. By the name Akil Oson, he became the second black referee 2 days ago. After years, when the first one happened 15 years ago, the other black guy was called Oria Reni. And talk about, what about the black coaches? I saw Patrice, this guy here, Vassen, Vieira. Then there was a black guy who tried Brighton before they were relegated and bounced back. So this protest against Greenwood is nothing apart from racism. Whether it will succeed or not, whether people will say what, for me I've analyzed my decision that it is racism. You guys are racist. You should be ashamed of hating blacks, yet the blacks love you.